I know you all are around here, but we're excited to have our Christmas program today. Our band's going to be playing some instruments. If you ever think you want to be a part of band, listen up and we'll tell you how. All right? All right, guys, let's welcome them.
All right, hello, my name is Mr. Terry. I'm the band director here at Catlettsburg Elementary School. I'm also the band director at Northview Intermediate, and I'm the band director, well, one of the band directors at Northview Academy. Okay, the group that you see before you now is our 5th and 6th grade band. We kind of combined them together this year just to create everybody at once and kind of get things rolling again here at Catlettsburg. So we're going to play a few songs for you, but I want to tell you just a little bit about how these guys get started. Next year we will have probably a 5th grade band that's separate and a 6th grade band that is separate. This year we just kind of combined them all together and did it before school. It'll kind of be the same thing next year. You guys are 4th grade, so we wanted to talk to you guys about joining band next year. When you become in 5th grade, that is your opportunity to join band, okay? And it's really important that you come out and try it, okay? I think you will end up liking it. And we do a process, like I was telling one individual just a second ago, we do a little tryout process where you will try out on each one of these little mouthpieces here to see which one you make the best sound on. So really, it's your choice of what you want to play, but we as directors just kind of lead you through that process to go, well, you were really good on the clarinet mouthpiece, but maybe not so much on the trumpet. So maybe you might want to start on clarinet. Okay, so we give you that opportunity. So don't think if you don't make a good sound on one, you can't be in the band. Okay, we'll find something for you to play and we want everyone to do it. Okay, all right, so this is how it works. Basically, once you join, we get together every day before the school day, and it's from 7:30 to 8 is kind of our class time. Okay, so they come in on their own time willingly. Okay, they eat breakfast, come in, and then we play for about 20-25 minutes, and then they go to regular classes after that. Okay, we have been able to learn 7 notes so far. We think, well, probably, September is when you guys started playing, is that right? Yeah, about that time. So they haven't been playing that long. They've only been playing about 3 months at the most. But they already know 7 notes, and we will play 4 songs for you today. I'm going to kind of talk through the process of what they learned and how they do it, okay? You will learn a lot of this through Miss Davis, though. She is our music teacher here at Catlettsburg, and she does teach all of these things when it comes to music, as far as rhythms and notes like that. So if you've not been in band yet, which you guys haven't because you're 4th grade, pay attention in your music class, and that'll make things a whole lot easier when we start putting an instrument in your hand. I think you actually do learn recorder though, so that's an instrument too. We'll probably play some of those songs today that you will learn on recorder. So I'm going to get things started. One of the first songs that we learn in 5th grade band is Mary Had a Little Lamb. So we're going to play that one first. Okay, that's when we started working on quarter notes and quarter rests. Again, this is probably one of those songs you will learn on recorder in your music class, but this is what we're doing in band. So, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. The second song, once we got going after we learned Mary Had a Little Lamb, we started learning half notes and half rests. So the next song we're going to play is probably another recorder song. Okay, it's called Hot Cross Buns. So we're going to play that one for you. 1, 2, ready. started adding a few more notes, and we got into notes 5, 6, and 7, and we're around line 30 in the book, and that starts going over like whole notes, whole rest, half notes, half rest, quarter notes, and quarter rest, along with about 6 notes. Now we're starting to learn a little longer song. So the next song we're going to play for you is called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, and then what better way to finish up than with a Christmas song, right? Because we're getting right around Christmas time. So now we are going to finish out our concert, okay, with Jingle Bells. Now, after we play Jingle Bells, I'm going to go through a little demonstration just to show you what instruments you can try out on next year when you decide you want to be in the band, okay? We'll go through that right when we're done with this song. So our last song for you will be Jingle Bells. Hope you enjoy it. 1, 2, ready. To show you what instruments you can actually start on in 5th grade band. And we keep it in a small selection. Why? Because that allows us more time to be able to teach and get more songs learned, more notes learned, and things like that. Once we get into 7th, 8th, and 8th grade, even in 6th grade, or even after Christmas with some of our 5th grade, that's when we start adding a few. So I'll go over that really quick and brief for you. All right, the first instrument is the flute. The flute is a woodwind instrument. Of course, you're going, it's not made of wood, so why is it a woodwind? Well, way back in the day, it was made of wood, okay? But now, it is a type of metal, okay? And it has a lot of keys on it, okay? And you put, how many of you have ever like blown into a Coke bottle and made a sound? Yeah, okay? That's kind of the same idea when you try to make a sound on the flute, okay? A flute by itself is in a real high range, so that means it plays a lot of the higher notes. It'll play a lot of the melody notes, okay, with a lot of songs. So I'm going to have her demonstrate what it sounds like. She's just going to play a little bit of Mary Had a Little Lamb by itself, so you can actually hear what it sounds like. All right, you hear that? Okay, so it's a higher pitched instrument. She did a good job. The next one would be clarinet. Okay, clarinet. If you look on the back, and of course this is a little different. I'm going to use a different instrument. No offense to Knox, he uses a synthetic reed. But on here, a woodwind instrument, okay, the clarinet is used with a wooden piece here called a reed. Okay, and he actually has a synthetic reed on there. They last a lot longer. Okay, they're a little more modernized. But back in the day, we always used a wooden reed. And we still do that today. They just don't last as long. This is what is used to make the sound on a clarinet. So you blow air through it, okay, and it vibrates that reed to make the sound. Okay, so I'm going to let Lindy actually demonstrate a little bit of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay? good. Yes, okay. She did a good job, didn't she? All right. Now, the one thing about clarinet, though, is it has a really low register and a really high register. So it can play up there with the flutes and play down with some of the lower instruments as well. So it has a very wide range, okay? Our next instrument would be the trumpet, okay? We learned this in 5th grade band. These also have a lot of parts to them to put together, okay? So if you want something with less parts, then you might just want to do a trumpet because it's literally that and you can play the trumpet, okay? So, no, it doesn't only have 3 notes, okay? You see 3 valves there and you go, oh, well, it only plays 3 notes. No, that's not the case. So, like, this is what it would sound. Okay, and so there's a lot of notes that I don't even have to press anything. And that would make different notes just by not pressing anything down. So each combination has that many notes, okay? So just to give you an idea, it's everything that you do with your mouth as far as creating the buzz that makes the sound. All right, so I'm gonna have Jordan there play a few notes that Mary had a little lamp to get them to hear you play. Yeah, all right, so trumpet is part of the brass family, okay? It's part of the brass family. Obviously, it's metal. Mine is silver, and they have brass ones too. Hold your trumpet up, Jordan. Okay, his is obviously a brass instrument. This is a silver one, silver plate. Okay, so, but there's different versions of brass instruments. We also have something called a trombone that we start on. We had a student earlier that was playing on that, and they ended up going homeschool. Okay, but we do start trombone as well. In the back, you probably see snare drum and bells and things like that. Snare drum, if you've got drumsticks, then you can obviously play the drums, okay? So, hold up your mallets there. Yeah, so we have mallets too that plays the bells. If you play percussion, you will play a lot of instruments. Okay, right now, just getting started, they're on snare and bells. But as you get older, you'll be on timpani, xylophone, I mean, there's all kinds of things. Tambourine, triangle, everything. Okay, so I'm going to let Hunter here play the bells, and he's going to play a little bit of that. It kind of has to sound like a flute. Everybody hear that? Yeah. All right, and then I'm going to finish up with snare drum. He's going to play a little bit of Jingle Bells. Now, it's not going to sound like the melody of Jingle Bells, but our drummers are always playing a rhythm that will help us keep the beat. All right, so he's going to play that for us. And there's lots of things there that you will learn as far as how to play these instruments. Now, when you put it all together, that's what you get, okay? And these guys have not been playing this long. If band is something you want to do, I encourage you to do it. There's a lot of money, okay, available as you get older with scholarships and things like that. So I can promise you, I mean, I was the head band director at Alcoa High School the last 4 years. I've got kids at West Point in the band. I've got kids at Texas A&M in the band. Okay, I've got kids at LSU that even when I taught in Sevier County at Pigeon Forge, they were in the Pride of the South band. They were in the LSU band. Okay, so it is not hard. If you want to do band, okay, it is something that you can do the rest of your life, not just in middle school, elementary school. And there's money available for you to be able to do those things. Okay, so it's one real easy way to get scholarships as you get older. So I encourage you to be a part of the band. We would love to have about, at least here at Catlettsburg, 20 in each grade. I think that's a good number here to have in the 6th grade band and the 5th grade band. Right now, I think I have one 6th grader representing today. So we would love to have more 6th graders. If you are interested in that, if you're in 5th and 6th grade right now, but you're not in band, I encourage you to get back in it after Christmas. 4th grade, I would love to have as many of you as I can in band. And we'll get it going and rolling, and you will find that you will have a great time with it. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you guys. Okay, remember, think about band. We will do this again in the spring and we'll talk it up. And then I would love to see most of you guys involved next year here at Catlettsburg Elementary School. Thank you so much.